Now, in terms of dealing with x and y intercepts, the x-intercept is where the graph itself crosses the x-axis, and that means that y is 0. And the y-intercept is where the graph itself crosses the y-axis. That means x is 0. So if, for example, I just pick any two coordinates, this would be x equals 0, y equals something. And this would be x equals something, y equals 0. And those would be the x-intercepts and the y-intercept. So this would be a y-intercept. This would be the x-intercept. This is a y. And to remind you that this point right here is 0, 0, or the origin. So it says here, identify the x and y intercepts. Well, here's the y-intercept because that's where the graph crosses the y-axis. And if you look at it, it has to be x equals 0, y equal 2, because it crosses the y-axis at 2. There's your x-intercept. Because that's where the graph crosses the x-axis. And that would be x equal 5, if you count. So the coordinate point is 5, 0. So x-intercept is 5, 0. And the y-intercept is 0, 2. And this says in exercise 5 through 26, find the x-intercept and the y-intercept and then graph. Well, I'm going to set up a T-bar chart. And the x-intercept is where y is 0 and the y-intercept is where x is 0. So x-intercept, y equals 0, so 2x plus 0 equals 4. 2x equals 4, or x equals 2. So if y equals 0, x equals 2. Y-intercept is where x equals 0. So 2 times 0 plus y equals 4, or y equals 4. So if I'm going to graph this, this says that if x equals 2, if x equals 2, y equals 0. If x equals 0, y equals 4. And then I take anything that I can find that might be a straight edge, line it up as best I can, and draw a line. This is a picture of 2x plus y equals 4. And you notice that what you can say is, if I go from left to right, means that x gets larger. I notice that y is going down, y gets smaller. So I can tell a lot from just the picture.